Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Temporary Riches. Temporary Riches. Call halal Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. Call halal Yamla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. Something that's on my spirit. This will be straight to the point, quick hit. But as the title reads, Temporary Riches. And the scripture, tells us that, labor not to be rich and cease from thine own understanding. Because we know in this world, a lot of people are wise in their own eyes. They have their own counsel. They do their own thing, or they take counsel from man, or some man-made philosophy. See, that's what a lot of people do. They're either they're wise in their own eyes. They have their own thing that they do, or they take counsel or wisdom from a man-made philosophy. It isn't counsel of the Lord or counsel from the Lord, the scriptures. And we know laboring to be rich causes you to neglect a lot of things. Ultimately it causes you to neglect doing the work of the Lord. Because you have a lot of people out there, they work all these hours. They work all these hours trying to, stack up some money to get the bag. And it's not, it's basically to fulfill, their own heart's desire. And there's nothing wrong with, because of course, in this life you have to, you got to work, or, you got a home to pay your bills, you got a family, take care of your family. Yeah, of course. But, people work all these hours trying to stack up some money, and when you're, just working crazy hours, go the bag, it neglects you spending time with you got kids, spending time with your kids or your family, and ultimately doing the work of the Lord. Because when you're just chasing a bag like that, it pulls you further and away from the Lord. Let me go here. And down here, these are earthly riches. This American dollar bill, it's not even real money. And that money does not fulfill. It does not fulfill a pure inner satisfaction. It doesn't bring true peace to you. That moment only lasts for a quick second. Whatever that you're trying to do, because it's all vanity. It's all vanity. First Timothy, let me go here. 1 Timothy 6, 1 Timothy 6:6, and it reads, First Timothy 6:6, it says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. See? But godliness with contentment is great gain. See? These scriptures. And, you know, the Lord tell you, better is little. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than having great treasures and trouble therein. Roughly paraphrasing it. See? But godliness with contentment is great gain. Being, you know, content with what you got. But ultimately having the fear of the Lord. Having the scriptures. You're not tripping off trying to get that new Benz or that new Mercedes Benz. You ain't tripping off trying to get some big gigantic 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home, or you know have all the boatloads of cash and this big bag of cash and you know all these fancy clothes and shoes and suits and things like that. The cares of this life. See? You ain't tripping off none of that. Just godliness with contentment. You're cool. You got a one bedroom apartment with a 1996 car. You know, they get you from point A to point B. You got a little 9-to-5 job or a part-time job. You know, you're able to kind of feed your family. You might be struggling on a couple bills. You're cool. You're content with that, man. Yeah, of course, if you can better yourself, of course, if you can. But you know, the true servants understand that. You know, if the Lord throw us a bone here and there, and we're able to kind of get ahead a little bit, fine, so be it. But just being content with what you got: food, water, and shelter. Food, water, and shelter. That's it, man. Able to pay my bills, you know, have a little car out of point A to point B. Got some shelter and feed my families, a little bit of clothes for my kids and us. That's cool, man. I'm content with that. I don't need everything else. Got a couple bucks in my pocket. I'm cool. It says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Right. You can't take it. You can't take this when you go. See? It says 8. It says, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. See? And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Food, water, and shelter, and some clothes to put on your body. Period. Let us be therewith content. But you know, people in this world, man, you know, ultimately, Jake, you know. They got to live gigantic. They got to live enormous. They got to do it super big. Godzilla. See? Scriptures is telling you, man, the secrets on how to live life. Be content with what you got. It says 9. It says, they that be rich fall into temptation, and a snare, and into many foolish, hurtful lusts, which drowning men in destruction and perdition. See? And let me go here. Let me go here because time and time again, this is what we see. As I tell you, for the love of money is the root of all evil. They got to have it. They got to have it. What is that? Yeah, all you do is you fall right into a snare. And people do anything and everything to get that bag, even to what? Let me go here. Matthew, what is that? I'll go here. It says Matthew, because you know people sell their soul, man. They sell out. They totally sell out. I'll go here. Matthew 6:24. Matthew 6:24 it says no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Lord and mammon. See? And ultimately, money, man. You can't serve the Lord and money. And this is where that hour of temptation is coming to. It's coming down to that hour of temptation. It's what it's coming down to, that hour of temptation. See? Because we're moving away from that American dollar bill. Now it's going to digital. It's going to digital money. So it ain't gonna be no more going to, the ATM, going to the bank and pulling out cash. They're about to switch this system over, this money system, into the digital dollar. And that's going to come with that mark, that RFID, that micro C-hip. And you will be required to take it if you want to, get a job, a home. You're going to be, this is coming upon the whole world. The whole world, rich and poor. You going to take it. And if you take it, the Lord's he's gonna torment you. He's gonna destroy you. You will not be delivered. You will not be delivered. Let me go here. Where I want to go to. Ecclesiastes. I'm a little all over the place. Ecclesiastes, I said just something that's on my spirit. Ecclesiastes 5 and 10, and it reads. It says, he that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance and increase this is also vanity. See? He that loveth silver should not be satisfied with silver. So he that loveth money, having enough, too much money ain't enough. You're never satisfied. You're never satisfied. It just ain't. It ain't enough. And that's why the Lord said, being content. You know, godliness with contentment is great gain. But those that love money, they're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. They got to have it. And that's why it tell you, those that desire to be rich, they fall into temptations and snares. And ultimately, it's going to lead them to being destroyed. Let me go here. I'll close out with this. I'll close out with this right here. Isaiah. Because in the end here, like I said, that Revelation, the 13th chapter, where no man can buy or sell, what they're about to present to the world is that mark. And if you take that mark, the Lord's going to destroy you. You're not going to make it out of this. You're just not going to make it. So, let me go to Isaiah. Isaiah. You're not going to make it out of this. You got a lot of people, they love money. They love it. And that's going to be their downfall. Because why? They don't have the scriptures. They don't have the Lord, man. We see what the Lord is doing in the earth. Things are just, they're not the same. They're just not this. This is the Lord who's doing this. The Lord gonna draw that line in the sand, and He's gonna find out who is really His and who is of the world. Isaiah. See, you gotta pick a side. What side are you on? This is what it's coming down to. Which side are you on? Are you of the world? Are you with the Lord? Which one? And you can't go both ways. You can't have 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the truth. You can't do it. The Lord told you, if you're lukewarm, He's going to spew you out of His mouth. That's what all those that said that they believe in the Lord, yeah. We're going to see. We're going to see. And those that are against Him, this is what the Lord said. Isaiah. Got a lot of sellouts, those that, they done every and anything to get money and doing all kind of evil. And the Lord told you too, which is highly esteemed in this world is an abomination unto the Lord. See? People are esteemed of money and musicians and politicians and their gangs and they're just they're esteemed to pride. It's all abomination unto the Lord. But those that sell out for this money, you're through. Let me go here. Isaiah 28 and 4. Isaiah 28 and 15 or 14. Isaiah 28 and 14. It says, wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. And you guys, starting with the leaders of our people, man. You got a lot of these so-called celebrities, these Sunday Christian pastors amongst the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. These top leaders that's in these top positions, starting with them all the way down. A A lot of people have just sold out to get money. They've sold out. And the Lord gonna get you. He gonna get you. That rule this people which is in Jerusalem. We know Jerusalem is a people before a place. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at an agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. You got a lot of corruption, starting with Jake, and then into the world, the other nations. You got a lot of corruption, money, scandal, schemes. And the Lord sees it all. The Lord sees it all. I tell you, the eyes of the Lord are in every single place, beholding the evil and the good. See? And then we know a lot of them, they don't repent. Because the Lord tell you, a just man falleth down, but he get back up. A lot of them don't even consider. They don't repent. They're not trying to stop doing what the wickedness that they're doing. And nor are they seeking the Lord. See? They just full-blown, all-out wicked. It says, 16, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. See, those that built their house on this, on the scriptures, on the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the true servants that stand on this rock, on the scriptures, you're not gonna fail, man. In the end, you're not gonna fail, because ultimately you're gonna be protected. You're gonna be delivered out of this. What's coming? Judgment. It says 17. It says judgment. Also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding places. See, the waters shall overflow the hiding places. 18, it says, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. 19, it says, from the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. See, for the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. For morning by morning it shall pass over, day by day, and by night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. The Lord said, in this end, he's sending, it's just symbolic, the judgment is symbolic to a flood. It's just going to be wave after wave after wave after wave until he gets you, all the wicked. It's like a flood, a big giant flood with just waves. He said, morning by morning, day by day, by night. It's just constant, just constant flood, and it's just symbolic to the judgments that he's bringing. This is why in the earth right now, it's just there's no hope right now. There's no, the people can't. They're getting ready to lose it. They're getting ready to lose it because it's just getting so hard. This is the Lord who's doing this. You're going to have more bigger waves coming. Tsunamis. Hurricanes. And all the wicked is going to get caught up into it. Into these judgments. It says 20. I'll close out with this. 20. It says, for the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it. Oof. My goodness. For the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it, and the covering narrower than that he can wrap himself in it. So the Lord said, those that are caught up into these, into your riches, your money, and just, you don't want to seek Him. It's like basically you're laying in a bed that's too small for you, and then you're covering. It's like in the dead smack in the winter, freezing cold, that you're trying to cover yourself with damn near a paper towel. See? And then money can't save you, man. Money cannot save you. Shalom.